Good morning, folks. Aram here. For someone who doesn't have a job, I have a very busy life. I can't. I don't know how I'm going to fit a job into all this. I just wish I could get paid for this, But you can only wish. I want to talk about Eve. Now, I want to free Eve, and I want her to come back in the garden. But I want the Eve that's outside of the garden to come back in the garden. I'm not talking about the Eve inside the garden who kicked Eve out of the garden. So, and the warrior class, they're trying to, be kindler and gentler, and they're bringing all their warrior class females, mothers, sisters, you know, wives, putting them on thrones and saying, "Please get us out of this, please, please. Oh God, I'll give you anything. Buy you a fur coat, anything." And they're like, "You better, because I want a car. I want furs, mink stole. I want diamond rings. I want fancy shoes. I want a bigger house, and I want more lovers." That's what they said. Anyway, these females, males and females, they go way back, and that's why I want to talk about the doppelganger again. And this is Eve, a doppelganger in the Trinity. Could it be that Adam and Eve made an agreement a long time ago to bicker and argue so that both of them could hang out and drink fancy drinks and drive fancy wagons or whatever they had back then? So here you go. This is the Trinity. Father here is wealth and privilege. It's Eden. It's the garden. It's that place the warrior class has been trying to protect all these years. That that nice place where you have fancy cars and comfy homes. And then here is a new female. She's son. New female's the one, today who has tension with her male counterpart, Eve, who has tension with her not so best friend, kind of sort of best friend, Adam. And down here is old female, old Eve, who maybe made an agreement with Adam to bicker. We don't talk about it. And right here's the doppelganger. You have female. She's depending on your perspective, she's bad. Original sin. She'll cheat on you. She deserves what she gets. And here's the male. Depending on your perspective, again, maybe bad, maybe good. Okay, these are interchangeable depending on the context. But the male and female are pitted next to each other. One is good and one is bad. As long as one is good and one is bad, you can manage them together, bickering. Okay? You keep them bickering, so that way you can subjugate half the population. Basically, split the population in half. Okay? Either half the population of men are subjugated, or half the population of female are subjugated. Doesn't matter. Just happened that female has been the one who's been subjugated, and they were subjugated because old female, way back when, made an agreement with old male to argue, and it's new female now arguing. And meanwhile, everyone on the outside is like, if you're looking at female's perspective being subjugated, they're like, men suck. Really? So, boys will be boys, men suck, kind of missing what's happening here. And what's happening here is that the elite females are complicit in crimes against humanity and the subjugation of all females on the planet, except themselves, because they have theirs. Hillary, Margaret Thatcher. Oh, so wealth and privilege, Eden, is not new female. New female is not old female. Old female is not Garden of Eden. But they are the doppelganger of male versus female. Original sin, the battle, good against evil. This is how people are subjugated. This is how the warrior class beats people. Okay, they have internal agreements to have a spirit, a sacrifice. Okay, so here you go. Here's the sacrifice. Let me just write this here. Sacrifice. So basically, rich, privileged female said, okay, you can beat all those poor females, and we'll just act like we're getting beaten ourselves. Okay, we'll talk about it, and we'll be their advocates. We'll be the advocates for those poor females who were raped and murdered. Meanwhile, we'll just get manicures. So I'm sorry to call out the females, you know, the rich ones, the privileged ones, but it has to be done because people have to understand how we got here, okay, how we got into this mess, how the three fathers and three mothers figured out how to wage war for 50,000 years and murder so many people and concentrate their wealth so intensely within a very small group of people we call the warrior class. You maybe call the upper class, or maybe you call it the United States of America privilege, or the Europe. You know, they're driving Bentleys and Mercedes and BMWs. Just go find them. You know, they're also, you know, there's a lot of poor ones with you know, old names that mean something special. They're all over the place. You know, we are them. Maybe this is all going to come back to haunt me and everyone else, but that's what bravery is about, I guess. You're willing to give yourself up and for the higher cause. The higher cause here is to get out of the Trinity and steer a new course. Be better than we are right now, because right now we're not good. I think I'm going to shave. I'm sorry I didn't shave for this one. I guess I didn't feel like shaving for New Eve. Maybe I'll shave for the Eve that gets free. Okay, I'm looking forward to those Eves getting free, and I'll shave for you. Okay, take care. Bye now.